All right, we're recording. Welcome to another episode of the Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your two hosts this week, Luke Young.
Cody Hucker.
All right, and joining us this week is Luke Fegenbush and Loren Hutton.
Give it the fuck up.
Hell yeah. It does sound a little quieter than last time.
Yeah. There's three.
Another set.
These two beautiful bastards have their own podcast. You want to tell listeners what that is?
Yeah, we have a podcast called How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. We interview performers all about their worst nightmares on stage. And do you want to say anything that we don't already say on the intros every week?
Yeah, we got a Patreon started up. So
yeah,
we got like the early bird special. So if you join in soon, it's $3 a month, and otherwise it's $5, and we'll send you a little Caesar's hot and ready.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
No toppings.
Just cheese. Just cheese.
Just cheese.
It's the same price for pepperoni.
Yeah,
Why are you putting that line in the sand?
I feel like they would have something over me if they just got the pepperoni for free.
Pepperoni comes with power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
it's part of space.
You're going to have people asking, like, why can't I have sausage? Or why can't I have
Yeah,
this?
just
It's like,
upgrade. Throw some bacon on
Put
there.
it on yourself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, I
I'm
get
giving
it.
you a blank slate.
One
Yeah.
steady.
Go to Kroger, get some
consistency.
bacon bits.
Yeah. All right, would you like to address why Cody isn't here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to control the cameras there?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So it's going to seem like we're fucking with you. And we're not. Cody isn't here today because he has been feeling sick for quite a while. Went to the doctor and found out that he has the HIV. And so we're just going to wait for him to come back. I'm sure he'll make jokes about it and whatever when he's ready. But for now, just let it be and he'll address it in his own time. He's not here this week. We're not sure how it's going to go for next week or what. But yeah, you know.
Cody has always been a very open host on the show. He's always been, like, from the beginning, with his girlfriends to the conception of his son, his drug addiction, when he's clean and when he's not. He's very open. He talks about his dad killing himself every week.
Talks about his dick
what I mean?
warts on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But this
last
one-
week specifically was by far the grossest.
Yep.
But I think everyone knows by now that when he comes back on the show, he'll talk about it in his own fashion. But until then, we're just gonna leave it.
I mean, I don't care how cavalier you are with stuff like that. That's one that sucks.
It's a bit more
stay
serious.
calm. Like that's a
you can't really you can't play around with stuff like that.
So that's just want to get that out of the way, and now on to the fun stuff. Be funny, guys.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Thanks for handing us a dead duck.
Yeah, it's a throwback.
Make a
to,
stew.
Why haven't you plucked and skinned this already? What's wrong with you?
it's a throwback to last week's episode. Squints was on, and my daughter was on as well, and she is a personality.
Yeah, you've told me some tales.
She's a character.
That makes sense. I
She's-
thought you just had a real weird relationship with your girlfriend and she just called you dad.
She's also really
No.
bad at Mario Kart. Keep going.
I swear he's gonna get stabbed, and I can't stop it from happening.
I mean, when the sharks
see you.
come, are you surprised if there's blood in the water? Like, quit throwing your own chum out, bro.
We can't stop it either. If you see us.
So,
Fuck.
but yeah, he kept throwing it like we'd be talking about something, and then there would be like a half a second break, and he would just look at Ian Squints like, "All right, say something funny. Like, what's a funny story you have?" And we're like, "Jesus Christ,
Dance,
man!"
monkey. Dance.
Yeah, clap your cymbals together.
And like the first one or two, he just did. He genuinely did that, and then we were like, "All right, man, hey, don't do that. That's a horrible way." So at like the end of the fucking first the free episode, he's like, he does it again, and I'm like, "All right, how about this thing? Like, yeah, you work on a lot of movies. What's like tell us cool stories about a movie, something."
Yeah.
And then again, like, you know, on the Patreon, he does it to like 2 more times, and it's like, I'm joking. Like, no, but you weren't for the rest of it.
Yeah, right.
The first one, maybe.
Every time that I've ever realized that I fucked up by taking a bit too hard, that's always my knee-jerk reaction. It's just like, oh no, I didn't. Watch me trip over myself for a minute.
No, quadruple down until it gets funny again. That's the move.
That's a very me reaction. Like, I'm one of those people. I will. Me and my buddy Mike that work together, we'll have like goofy fucking things that we hold on to, and we'll keep doing forever. And I mean, forever. We've been working together like 14 years, and there's shit that was still repeated from like the first 2 years.
Hell yeah.
Dog,
and you
legacy.
you say them forever, and then everybody's like, ah, and then they start like, all right, man.
You got like your own vernacular.
Yeah, but like you know, walk in and tell somebody 8 boxes is silly, and they're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You do it enough times, and they start laughing along with you.
Right.
You keep doing it, and they start getting borderline hostile. But I found out, if you keep doing it, it gets funny again. And it gets funnier than it was the first time around.
Yeah, when they meet you 8 years later and you're still doing the same bit.
Oh, yeah.
Then it circles back around.
I was like, so like my dumb autistic brain will get caught on like certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will just repeat them way too much. It's like, have you ever guys seen that episode of Hot Ones with Eric Andre on it?
I have.
It's been a long time.
All
Yeah.
right, so it was one of the early ones.
Yeah.
And in that, he screams, Tinashe, where are you at?
Oh yeah.
And I have screamed that so many times at work that everybody I work with in my department, pretty over it.
Right.
They're it's not funny to them anymore. And it's not. I don't think it's coming back. But how many people have been?
You always scream it when I'm in the cage with the rhinos, man. And
Tinashe, where you at?
It puts them in a mood.
I
and
knew.
It kind of scares me.
Like,
Is that the rhino's name? What's happening?
Like, I have one I've been doing since I was like 12. No joke.
What?
He fucking loves it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You say, good Lord.
It's pronounced Lloyd.
Yeah. Every time, without fault.
Or thank the Lord. It's pronounced Lloyd. And I've been doing it since I was like 12, and I refuse to stop.
What I also, to be fair, have been stuck on one too. Like anytime anyone asks what time it is time to get a watch. Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I don't think you came up with that though.
Well, I know I did it.
I hate to tell you.
I know I did it, but I have
not
been
yours.
stuck
That was
to
not
it
yours.
for a very long time.
You got the commitment. You've got squatters' rights on that bit.
I don't see anyone else starting on it.
The one that I had that stuck in my head, but like it never. I quit saying it because no one got it.
Let's
and
hear
then
it.
finally my dad did. I would greet people by saying, ahoy, like chips.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing you talking about
And
this.
then for like 5 years, I just did that, and that was something that people had to deal with about me. And then one day in the kitchen, my dad was just like, oh, I get it. And he released me from the spell. I was like, finally, someone acknowledged my batshit crazy behavior. Thanks, Pops.
I hate to say this. I think everybody got it.
Yeah, I don't think getting it was the issue.
I just needed
I think
them to
willingness.
talk to
I
me.
think willingness to engage is much more the problem. Like, just let him go. He's fine. He'll be over there for a while.
No, he's
Just
harmless.
how he says hi.
I also say thanks, like I'm taking credit for things that absolutely are not mine.
Like, what do you mean?
Like,
Like-
if I was like, hey, you guys all did a great job on at the hub the other night, and let's say he wasn't there, he'll be like,
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Is like that's just like it comes out of your face before you can stop it, or you're doing that consciously?
Sometimes it's consciously. I'm gonna go ahead and say most times it's consciously.
I like the stage ones though, like where you walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, good set." That your first time, or like the other one was when you see somebody who's not on a showcase and you're like, "Hey, man, good set."
Oh yeah.
Classic.
Another one I do way too much. If someone will say something, I'm like, yeah, so's your face.
Oh, dude.
But usually it's when they say something nice.
I haven't heard that in years.
But I do it way too much. Like,
Yeah.
again, pretty much everyone at work, pretty over
Over
it.
it.
Yeah, pretty over
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we understand it is also my face. Can we move on?
Any girl I've ever dated, pretty over it. My kid, for sure, real over it.
Oh, dude.
Lily just stabbing men to death that like peep out the slightest like dad joke.
Yeah. Hey, At least you gotta be dating nerds.
Hey, truth, you know what I mean? Hey, you gotta appreciate a good dad joke, like a good dad joke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only good one is one that you've never heard before. That's the only time it carries any magic for me.
No,
It's
that's
gotta
a
be
good
fresh.
dad.
There's some of them that are just like they're so rare that they get to be used.
Ah,
that
right.
When somebody like recognizes it and hits it, you're
Very
like, all right.
specific ones.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Dick. Dictionary.
No, there was something you said that I wanted to come back to, and I lost it because I have squirrel brain. We
Was
can
it
move on.
was it thanks?
No, I'm not.
Was
I'm
it-
used to people thanking me.
Was
It's
it
fine.
that classic? Was it him saying thanks?
No, not this time.
Oh, drat. All right, man. Well, let's hit one of the topics. We talked about it at the top of the show. Your guys' Patreon. You guys are ordering pizza for your fans.
Yeah.
You guys were playing Elden Ring.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's an episode. I'm forcing him to mudge his way through a game begrudgingly.
Oh, you don't want to be playing this.
Not necessarily. It started with me trying to get him to play Subnautica, and I just asked him, and there was zero interest. Then I bought a video card so we could stream it for the podcast as an excuse.
Yeah.
No traction. It's a very old game.
Yeah,
not
no
a
one
lot
gives
of
a shit.
people.
What, Subnautica?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the
People
game?
didn't like the clip.
I'm familiar because I think the deep sea is terrifying, which we can also
It's
touch
so
on the show
good.
later. We got clipped.
Wait, what just happened?
We could talk about the deep sea later.
Okay.
But
Hell yes.
I think the deep sea is terrifying. So Subnautica was right up my alley.
I've got some deep sea knowledge.
But how I know about Subnautica is I have my best friend, he has a brother who's on the spectrum, but like on the superpower end of the spectrum, you know what I mean, where like he can memorize like numbers and everything and all that shit, and so he
A little more Schubert, a little less me.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And so
The spectrum of the spectrum.
Yeah.
and I love this little dude. He's so much fun. And every time I see him, he sits me down on the couch so he can show me all the ways he can fuck up Subnautica.
Whoa.
He knows how to put in all the codes, all the cheats and hacks, and he's like, this is where you go to get this piece so you can rush over here, and this is how you like. He'll show you how to beat the game in like 15 minutes. Like,
Dude,
this
that's
kid
the
is a
only way I
fucking
could ingest
genius.
that game. That's the only way I could ingest that game is from someone that has literally whipped it to pieces. But I didn't get that experience. What I got was a controller in my hand and my friend making fun of me for an hour and a half.
Well, you gotta understand too that's one of those like, here's no explanation, just go out there and survive.
The magic is finding it for yourself.
That's true.
And
No, it's not.
No, it's horse shit. You were telling me the wrong thing to do.
I was really drunk when I started playing Subnautica.
The best time to be playing games like that.
Exactly, yeah. Just rolling around in your submarine, but Elden Ring was fun.
Yeah, we had to find something to pivot into that had more like online traction and popularity. So we
Yeah.
were like, yeah, Elden Ring's a new
I got to
thing.
make
It's in the
a
news.
person.
Yeah, yeah.
Ripped out of the headlines, Elden Ring. It's got another DLC.
I would like to make him play it because he's a gamer, but he's old man gamer. You know, like Final Fantasy Tactics. He's
Best
playing
game ever made.
right. He's got what is it? Puzzle Fighter.
Yeah.
Puzzle Fighter's your shit. I told Mo about you and your Puzzle Fighter addiction. And she's like, I kind of want to take this challenge up.
All right, she's
So
garbage.
you can so
I'll tell you
yeah,
right now.
you got someone coming. But so you guys is this going to be an ongoing series for the Patreon?
I mean, yeah.
With you
'cause
guys making each other play video games or Elden Ring specifically?
I'm
I
just going to
hope
make
so.
him play Elden Ring because it's the only thing getting traction on TikTok.
Oh yeah, the clips going around.
It's the only thing that's moving, man.
Fuck yeah,
It's
okay.
fucking weird.
Also, Elden Ring, I feel like we can have enough of that. Just, it's real fun to sit there and watch someone die over and over again.
And get mad as fuck like uncontrollably.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even count
It's
on that.
infuriating.
So I assume
I-
you've had rage moments
I
then?
beat 2 trolls. That's it. And I played for like, what, 3 hours?
I was so fucking mad when you started playing that game, okay? I was so excited for you to beat your head against a brick wall, and what I got was 45 minutes of character creation, which I tried to sit
You
through.
gotta work hard, you know? You gotta put the work in and then
Hey.
bring it to the people.
You can slay as many monsters as you want, but you gotta look fucking crisp.
He did accomplish
There it
that.
is.
He did accomplish that. But that's, I mean, after that frustration, what actually made me mad is he is unnecessarily good at the game.
Oh.
Fuck you for just going in and fucking shit up. That I've been wanting to get that off my chest for a while.
Oh yeah.
Thank
get
you
it
for
out
giving
there.
me a platform.
Of course. it's what we do on the Bastard Sermon. We're here to shame gamers. So like, what? How are you? Is this just like a coinkydink that you're good at Elden Ring, or do you play other games similar
I
to this that you
play-
maybe could have gotten?
Like some Dark Souls and some Skyrim, but I never
Sekiro.
I started that and then I got
looked way
trapped
too
up on
excited about that.
on a ledge.
Well, there's a lot of pairing in Elden Ring, and if you master Sekiro, then you can pretty much walk
No,
through
I
Elden
played
Ring.
like 10 minutes of that, and I'm like, oh, I'm jumping to Spider-Man.
Dude, I fucking we can keep going on about video games, but we need to include Lloyd on these conversations right now.
Yeah, let's include.
Let's include Lloyd into the conversation.
There's our dad joke. That's the one we needed.
we were talking about deep sea shit with Subnautica, and he shared a clip into our messenger earlier, and I guess you found it cool.
Yeah.
I
was like, I'd be fucking fascinated.
I
if
found
this
it
happened.
stress-inducing.
Okay.
Him and Cody both responded with I'd have so much fucking anxiety about this. I'm
Okay,
like,
so there.
this would be one of the coolest things in the fucking world.
Hell yeah.
I'm,
Hell yeah.
I'm for it.
It's a blue whale. Like normally they will go the fuck way away from a boat. They won't come near them.
I got that on video. All of it on video. All of it.
And I was reading one of the things under.
my
Apparently,
God.
this one's just big enough to be considered adult.
No shit.
You got a teenage blue whale running around.
So it could be considerably bigger if.
Dude.
So wait, that's anxiety-inducing for you?
Yes.
I mean, it's not like blue whales are overly aggressive, man.
He doesn't know that.
It doesn't matter.
That's
you know,
fair.
if
That's
a
fair.
blue
Hold
whale
on, hold on.
kills you, it's
Look
an
at
accident.
him. Look at him. Do you think he spent a lot of time on a boat?
No, you don't give me boat vibes.
Does he seem like direct sunlight kind of person?
Have you seen the Ohio River?
I'm not. I've thought about this. I am
He
just
doesn't
a
like swimming
few.
pools.
No, I love swimming. I am just a few more, like a couple more childhood trauma incidents away from being like an actual crazy person or like hurting people. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Like I think it was just before I moved out of Price Hill into Coleraine, my freshman
Before he
year.
first saw water.
No, before I started to think, okay, maybe I'm not. The Truman Show isn't real. You know what I mean? Because like it was.
I could see
If
that.
it was real, it certainly wouldn't be following an agenda.
My childhood was weird, y'all. Like I lived on Beach Avenue in Price Hill, so
Yeah.
I went to school which was a Catholic school, which was just 2 blocks away, and then I went home, and I wasn't really allowed outside the house.
You were an under the rock kid.
Yes, until it was like summertime, and then I was able to go to like this summer camp where I met a bunch of friends, some that I still
Yeah.
have to this very day.
Yeah.
But I was like, these are the only 2 places that exist in my life.
So
I don't go on vacation. We don't
Yeah.
visit people outside of places. And then like freshman year hit, I'm like, oh my god, well, there's a whole other side of Ohio. And
Holy
then
shit,
we had
dude.
an uncle like invite us to go to like Florida with them because they save up points on that Disney that Disney thing. So like every summer
Disney
they go
points
to like.
rollover invite.
It's
Jesus.
weird. It's weird. I don't know what they do or
If
how
that
they
is
do
not
it.
a Price Hill.
No, they're the well-off uncle.
No, I'm just saying, like that is.
Yeah.
I grew up in Price
Yeah.
Hill.
Disney
My
point
uncle
rollover.
took fucking pity on us and rolled
Yeah.
over his Disney points
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah. Well, he was like
He bought me a jacket with Marlboro miles.
he would cycle through. He'd be like, all right, this summer we're gonna take this poor side of the family. Next summer we're gonna take the grandparents. You know, like he would
There you
rotate
go.
it. You know, but it was up until that point that I could have been a very dangerous
So
individual.
the ocean's a little much for you.
The ocean is terrifying.
You know what scares me about the ocean?
Everything.
The
There's
plastic.
there were these scientists who were studying like orca whale calls, and they put out like sensors to pick up audio like miles and miles apart. And then they picked up something that is called, I think it's the bloop or
What?
something, and it was a roar that was the equivalent of like thousands of whales that came from like the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
Yeah, they're pretty sure that that's like a tectonic thing that.
Well, don't spoil it for me. But...
Well, just believe there's monsters
Well, I'm
down there,
saying-
okay?
okay.
Or it's a megalodon.
I
That'd be
mean,
dope.
Jason Statham was in that movie that China totally didn't tell us to make.
Bro, okay,
But
so
they do think it's tectonics?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what they think it is.
That
that
would
it's
make
like,
sense.
It's venting.
that's what
Yeah.
they're hoping.
Cool.
That's what
Yeah.
they're hoping.
'Cause
Yeah.
there's pressure bubbles that come out of there all the time that are almost like it wouldn't be explained by anything other than something venting.
Are you sure this isn't just like a scientist version of like your parents telling you it's the wind?
I am not. That's what I said.
Because
That's
it's
what I
like,
said. It's speculated that that's what it is.
Yeah.
No one knows for sure. It might just be giant squid farts.
Deep sea whales.
That's a big squid, though.
Deep sea whales that only hang around at the bottom.
Have you ever seen giant squids?
yeah, we don't know what their lives are like.
Well, dead ones.
Maybe they have like a fart
That's what I'm saying.
festival
What
and
if
they
they
all
have
get
like a giant
together.
orgy and that's just like the suckers doing the
The collective sexual energy of a
and
bunch
then
of
like it
giant
all just
squids.
makes a giant air bubble around them and
Yeah, the roar of 1,000 suction cups.
a roar of 1,000 squid comes.
No, they all just come once together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just
1,000
One
gasms
supernoid.
under the sea.
Oh, just think of the. Oh, God.
I mean, with that many limbs, you feel like it could be timed out, right?
It's like
Yeah.
a rat king, like a squid king.
My thing with
Or Squid Queen in
the
this
deep sea, my thing with the sea is that it's like obviously you're outmatched and out like swam by literally anything in there.
Right.
So like even if it wanted to, it'll never attack you, sure. But if it wanted to,
See, I feel like this is the thing that people say.
there's no chance. There's no chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've also had like these nightmares where, because I've watched the documentaries of like where they're like hundreds of feet below and they got that sweet shot of like the sun hitting the water way up above with like the sweet whales like curved up and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll have nightmares where I'm just like floating deep underneath the sea. I can see that hundreds of feet above me. I can breathe fine, but I can't see dick around me. I can't see shit below me, and I'm just.
and if there's not dick
That's
around him, he's terrified.
Right, I understand the terror.
I need a phallus somewhere.
My hands are empty.
You've seen the podcast. Just
If
three
I open
dudes
my
and
mouth,
two.
it'll be full of water.
I'd rather die on cum than deep sea water.
So like, I feel like that's a thing that people feel when they don't understand how fucked you are from most land animals.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, dude, if I'm around a shark, your chances are about the same with a shark as they are with a mountain lion.
Yeah.
But
I would
see,
say,
I understand.
worse with a shark, man.
If a mountain lion decides it's
No,
gonna fuck you up,
no. See, check
it's
this
gonna
out.
fuck you up.
That's the difference.
They
between,
fight bears, my man.
Yeah, I get that, but it's like if a shark is on you, he's not sneaking up on you.
No,
a
but
mountain
also
lion
a
could
shark.
sneak up on you.
There's
That's true.
a bunch of instances where a shark has went to attack somebody and they just hit it once and it's like, all right, fuck this forever, and they run away.
Oh, I was on the other end of it. I thought you were saying the shark would be more palpable. We're on the same
Oh,
page.
okay.
Never mind. Mountain lions are scary. That's the point.
Right. I'm saying that those are only like a 75-pound cat. Like you could throw one,
Yeah.
assuming you can get it off you for a minute. Like I've worked around all of these animals, and I don't care what sea creature you put up there. I am not nearly as scared of that as I am of a polar bear.
Interesting example.
Okay.
No, polar bears are the most terrifying thing.
Really?
Are they stronger than black bears?
Yes, considerably.
Holy fuck! Your resounding positive answer scared me.
Yeah, it's not close. Like you could put if you threw 30 black bears in a polar bear, I'm betting on the polar bear.
You need to get boned up on your bear knowledge ASAP.
Apparently,
You're rolling in here light on bear knowledge? What do you think?
my bad. I didn't know this came with homework.
You're an Ursa minor. I need your Ursa major. Okay? I need you boned up. Get it together.
Polar bears terrify me more than anything else.
Are they aggressive too?
Yeah. So
Dude.
I don't. If let's say, all right.
I
let's
don't
put
like
it this way.
any of your answers to the questions we're raising.
If a grizzly bear gets out of its enclosure,
Yeah.
I don't have to run faster than that bear. I just have to run faster than you. Because that bear is going to murk you and then start eating you.
Right.
True.
Polar
cool.
bears are used to everything they kill falls into ice. It keeps.
They can just leave a
So
trail.
their instinct is to murder everything moving and then go back and eat. And they're smart enough to hamstring things. Like they know if they catch like the underside of a seal's flipper, it can't move. So they'll just do that and go on to the next
So
thing.
they'll wound shit and let it crawl and then come back to it?
Yes.
Oh, that's
So they know
wild.
that everything they see moving, because food's so rare, they go murk everything. And they can run 30-something miles an hour.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did we let them drink Coke? that gave them the nicest nature.
That's why we took cocaine out of Coke.
We're like, we can't let those polar bears get any more of this.
We have this great marketing idea, but we got to change the formula first because I don't like how this math adds up.
Like, hey, look, we depopulated half of Alaska with like 15 weeks of this ad campaign. Let's take the drugs out and just keep it going.
There is a cocaine bear. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
There's supposedly a documentary coming out about it soon.
There's
yeah.
also I forget that, obviously, even if I remembered it, I would never be able to pronounce it. There's this Russian town that was being invaded by like waves of polar bears regularly. There's one video tied to the article I had read of it where like it was just a dude just walking like home or to work, like, and it's Russia, so snow is like by 4 feet high everywhere, to the left and to the right, and the guy filming the dude walking down the street, you can see the polar bear on the other side of the mound of this snow, just like walking side by side. Like if dude had not walked right inside just 30 seconds prior, it was donezo.
I was watching something not too long ago that said they can smell blood from like half a mile.
How is that even possible?
A dog can do the same.
Yeah, but dogs are cool.
And so I need to round this back to my point. You're never gonna catch me in an area where polar bears live, you know, and I know where bobcats live, or mountain lions live. You know what I mean?
I bet
so
you don't.
I bet I know the general vicinity. I've got a bobcat friend. I call him up. You know what I mean? So
Too, he's sitting right over there.
Yeah, that's Lloyd secretly having a bobcat in a bin.
Hey,
he just changes his voice and puts on a hat.
we don't talk about what I got and what I don't got. All right, guys?
But
He snitches up in here, all right? Don't worry about what Lloyd's got with.
But a shark, I don't know where that shark lives. I don't know its neighborhood, its general vicinity.
Hold on, you don't know where
I
sharks...
go in anywhere, in any ocean, any part of the ocean. I'm just gonna assume a shark is in the general area.
Warm water. All right, well...
To me, that psychologically, the shark is still scarier just because I feel more helpless in the water.
Thank you.
I know all those facts. I know I wouldn't stand as good a chance with the polar bear, but just...
No, it's not as good. There's none.
There's non-existent.
none.
Yeah, you have an out with a shark. There's the
But
whole
also,
thing.
here's
You
the
punch
thing.
him in the
But
nose.
it's scarier
Well, also-
in my
also-
mind.
Think about it this way. A shark bites you. Usually it's going to grab a leg.
Drag you on.
Generally...
Yeah,
a
make a
brother.
Christian surfing movie about it.
Right. If it fucks up and grabs an arm, yeah, you might be a soul surfer. But generally, they grab the leg.
Lloyd's
sever-
like, pretty good, wrong limb.
grab the leg, sever an arm.
Fuck.
I tried to talk to it, I couldn't. My bad.
God damn.
But, sever an artery, you either bleed out or drown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say a polar bear attacks you and then something's running away from it. It'll fucking murk you and you'll just lay there in the snow until you die of hypothermia before you bleed out.
Oh, that's so much worse.
Right?
Hypothermia is almost as bad as being burned alive. Like, it's
Right.
such torturous pain. All of your nerve endings are literally being lit on fire by ice.
Have you ever read the term paradoxical undressing?
Yeah.
What's that? Tell me.
I also know what it is. But tell Luke.
At a certain point of freezing, you just start taking
feeling
off
like you're
clothes.
Yeah, that's what I meant to describe. I didn't know the word for
Yeah,
it.
they found this camp up north where they don't know what happened, but half of the people were undressed and dead.
Oh, God.
So they had gone outside their tents for some reason. But
Paradoxical undressing.
Well, you start
is a
sweating. Your
phenomenon
body gets so
characterized-
confused that it thinks it's so hot that you're going to go on like heat stroke.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Read it, Loren.
Paradoxical undressing is a phenomenon characterized some fatal hypothermia cases. The victims, despite low environmental temperatures, paradoxically remove their clothes due to a sudden feeling of warmth.
Fuck yeah. You got a soothing voice. Like,
Thanks, dog.
You should get into like
I know.
audio books or something.
I
Hey, dude.
know.
Yeah.
My buddy makes good money doing it.
Does he have connections? Introduce me.
So apparently you can just send in things.
Oh, I have to do things.
You can just do it
Fucking
and then
hell.
send it and hope they like it.
I'm already doing so many things.
Here's what we're gonna do.
It's 4 things.
We're gonna get you reading 50 Shades of Grey. Put it up on the Patreon where they'll find it.
Why am I starting with
No,
that?
hold on,
No,
hold
all
on,
right, here's
hold
how
on.
you do it.
He's reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
It's on OnlyFans. You're slow stroking.
So one of my friends,
Okay, I see it.
I can't get behind that.
one of my friends that
on,
was
what?
trying
I'm not a
to
slow
take a beat on
stroker. I get bored.
He started
gotta
reading
get to
fan
the
fictions
finish.
for like large Reddit groups, and started making money where people would pay him to record their fan fiction,
Dude.
and he was making like not like money you could live off of, but like
Yeah, that's like
Couple
vacation money.
yeah, like a couple $100 a month.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
Dude.
deal.
He's like yeah, the first one he's like I just recorded something just being funny, and he put it on some Reddit thing, and then some girl was like, I'll pay you $50 to read this. It's like 3 chapters. And he did that, and then someone else, and someone else, and someone else. Like it got spread throughout to where
Dude.
he went to like some fan fiction con thing that was happening, and he said he was just so overloaded that he could literally just didn't have time on top of his job and everything to do
Yeah.
all
I got it. Lauren, you and I, we're going to make a team. We're going to clean up the furry corner, okay? We're going to go to the furry fanfics on Reddit, and we're going to read their scripts.
Oh, that's what you meant by cleaning up the furry corner. I thought you
You're
were
not fighting crime. You're like,
not what I thought
no
either.
furries,
No, you're-
not on
you're
my
Cleaning
Reddit.
up their
He thought he was
seminal
squabbing up
messes.
after the whiffing.
Exactly. I thought you were inviting me over for chores. I'm just like, I don't want to come after the party
I've
to
got
clean
an
up.
apron that would fit you.
Most
He's like,
do.
I don't want to come and clean the cum after.
This is dry clean only, of course.
It's a job for a different person. It's my only point. Someone's into that. Someone has all the equipment already in a
I don't know.
van.
That's a mustache of a man who cleans up cum,
Yes.
and that is a mustache of a man who leaves it behind.
You don't have to just like air out the inner workings of our podcast.
I was so grateful that someone else was catching like the mustache flack between the two of us.
I had to throw one there, but you know,
yeah. You've
you
been
can't have that on your face and it not be mentioned.
Hold
I
on.
understand
magnanimous.
that.
It's fantastic.
I'm not
Oh, thank
saying
you.
anything bad about it.
It's
I'm just saying
it
it's
seems
notable.
like
No,
it.
I come
I'm going to
everywhere. That's a
address
good
it.
thing. I'm healthy.
I wanted to make
That means
sure.
bitches love it, and he's coming all the time.
I was just making sure no one was coming at the Fegenbush. You know what I'm saying? You leave it alone.
leave it, dog. Cream for the coffee. I'm sad I said that out loud. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What else is on the board?
Let's look at it. Did you guys? It's been a while since I had seen this. Lloyd had brought it up to me, but there's people in Europe, Polish people dressing up like Americans.
Yes.
I did see that.
Oh my god, it's my favorite fucking
kinda
thing.
sick.
I
I
love
love
it so much.
It's perfect.
It's so cool because it's like their whole idea of American is like Midwest Southern aesthetic.
yeah.
It's very like barbecue patio,
Right.
So there's a
backyard trailer.
one
type
of
of
one of the
scenario.
articles I found. It wasn't this one. It was I don't know. It had like 200 fucking images, and then it
Yeah.
got into the point where like people of like higher social class do it as well, but they have like fashion designer people like get. So there's one. It's called Virginia Chic. Is the name of the place that does it.
No.
And it's just like these 3 ladies that just design like nicer.
Just a little bit nicer.
So it'll be like it'll be like derby trash.
oh,
Like if that
Dude.
gives you an idea.
dude.
The thing I noticed about the one I saw was people would like they would dress as Americans, but they would grab different things and put them together, and it's like, okay, his bottom half would never hang out with his top half.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
Have,
trailer park from here down, and then he's a frat boy.
It's like
the rest of
Tommy
the way.
Hilfiger pants with like Aristotle and
Right.
Finch shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were trying to cosplay as poor patriots, and that just a couple of outfit pieces missed the mark by that much. Just that much.
The discerning eye can tell they're not actually Americans.
Yeah,
I've
right.
been to some malls.
Looks
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say,
they
top
picked apart
half-
their like outfit from Goodwill.
Yeah, no, top half was involved in January 6th. Bottom half supports January 6th.
Precisely.
there
Yeah.
it is.
That's the vibe. It's like, bro, you can't.
Some of them can afford flights out there. Some of them just go like, yeah.
What I like is that this
I took off for it, but
this article says that the group on their Facebook page has a description saying that the it's a drama about the wasted American dream. It is a story about hope and a small homeland about finding one's place in the community.
they may be reading into it a little bit much. I think people are just dressing up and partying.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're just mocking.
Yeah, like what the? Why does it have to be some cultured thing? Like it's an entire country.
They're trying to
doing
make it-
us as a bit.
Oh, also, I want to give nods to the one I was talking about. There's one that had the Honey Boo booth.
No.
And it was just like fat foods and a lady wearing clearly not a real like fat suit. Like it was just like collarbones to knees.
Hell yeah.
And it looked like it was made of like paper mache or something. And she's like serving like fried butter or whatever the fuck it is.
Fucking
But it was called
Christ.
Honey Boo Booth. And I was like,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Hat off to you.
They really got our asses on that one.
It really did, man. Like holy shit. We could never get away with that.
No.
Like America cannot like
I think,
cosplay as another. Wait,
We-
no,
I
we
think
already
we
do that.
have
We already do
been,
that. We already fucking
and now
do
it's
that.
everyone
we already
else's
fucking do
turn.
that.
yeah, I was gonna say I think we've been doing that for quite a while.
God damn it. Yeah.
We had a whole football team named after.
Yeah. We've just had a history of trying to roll that back over the last couple hundred years.
I forget who said it, but someone was talking about like we have a lot of cultural issues like that because like I mean we founded our country, went right into war immediately for like a long ass time.
That's what we were bred in conflict.
And then right after that, it was like build, we discover,
Yeah.
grow these cities,
Yeah.
and there wasn't a moment to like sit there and actually develop like community type of like cultural
None of that shit
That's
exists.
true.
things to bring.
Well, also-
like there's no like we've got the 4th of July because independence. You know what I mean? Like that's something we're celebrating. But what else?
there is a severe lack
Is
of
there
chill.
of
We
community
didn't get a
and
chance
chill.
to
But
chill
also,
the fuck out.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Part of the reason I think that was the way it was
The time.
it was such a melting pot that there was no through line culture. There was no connecting pieces. So the only thing that brought everybody together kind of was
Fight for
let's
us.
fucking kill them before
Fight
they
for
kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, nothing brings people together other than making it a them.
Common enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
then I
like-
think World War II didn't help, where it's like, oh, we're the heroes, and all we did was kill people. That's awesome. Now our economy's based on that.
Also, we jumped in way later than anyone would even say is
there are
cool.
a whole lot of pro Nazis that we just forget about.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
and paperclip.
who is Ann
Project
Paper?
oh yeah, Project Paperclip.
We're
Or-
just like
what?
all
Our whole-
Nazis are bad, but these guys are pretty cool. These
we
guys are
scooped
alright.
them for our space program.
Oh Jesus.
They got a bunch of scientists and stuff, but in our defense, a lot of them were people that the Nazis were just like, "Hey, do you kind of want to come work for us?" And they're like, "Not really." And they're like, "Do you want us to kill your whole family?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"Also, not really." And they're like, "All right, we'll pick one."
Yeah.
So, I mean, there
Also
was a lot of
9.
that.
Hey, all I'm saying is, stand for your principles.
No, I'm with you,
Give your kids up.
but also,
Stand for what you believe in.
not have your whole family murdered, or
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there was at least 2 scientists that were just like, I'm at the office all the time because I hate those people anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen young HILTSWALTB in like 3 years.
Motherfucker, they're from Germany, not Mordor. You asshole.
I
Not from Mordor.
You did, asshole. Jesus Christ. Pulling out some goblin ass shit.
All right, fucking Wiener Schnitzel. I haven't seen him in 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Like he's grown so much in that time. I don't need to see him
Wiener
again.
Schnitzel was actually the dude that caught Frodo.
Yeah, most people don't know, but that was the third Nazgul.
He was the one that didn't get a flying dragon. They were short on those.
He was the one on the dead donkey.
He was just the
I'll catch
one.
up, guys. You go. I'll catch up.
He was just the one in the food cart. I got sausages for everyone.
Jesus Christ. He's the-
Wiener Schnitzel's back on the menu, boys.
Oh, fuck, man.
just there with his cart and a couple of coconuts. Like, what? What universe are we in?
Did you see that? Where are they going to get coconuts in Mordor?
He's the one vegan orc. Like, I'm trying to come up with alternatives, guys.
Swallows. I love how many weird beats there was just now. That's awesome.
Yep, that was fine. That was
layers. There was
It
layers.
was deliciously all over the place.
It's a
Yeah,
nice little parfait.
I appreciate
a
it.
reference chain.
Yeah, decipher that madness, you fucking nerds.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
you can tell we play Elden Ring on our Patreon. That's
Yeah, for facts.
Dude,
yeah.
Elden Ring fucks. I like the time and lore that they put into that
That's
stuff.
Lloyd.
What'd you say?
That's pronounced Lloyd.
Lore!
that one got me.
The lore!
Close the fucking mouth.
They said that more than 200 years later, many Americans are living under different conditions than the nation's founding fathers imagined. Dude, they're just
no
shaming
shit.
us.
What
They're
the
just
fuck?
shaming the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
Barely making ends meet, they strive to be family members and worthy Americans despite poverty and exclusion.
Yeah, fuck you. I got an iPhone 13, fucking
Dude, can
founding
we go
fathers.
in-
Guess what? So do they.
Yo, I'm
I didn't know. Goddamn.
though they live on the margins of society, their home, a small town cluttered with caravans and windswept cabins, is for them the essence of the land to be free and the home of the brave.
Yeah, we're still in the Dust Bowl, baby.
They
What
watched the Wild,
fuck?
Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, and we're like, fuck yeah.
Can I say that we're all pro-war on Polish right now? On Poland?
No.
Pro-war
What?
on
No,
Poland?
I don't want a war on
Why
anyone.
not? They have no
Be the
respect.
same reason I don't kick puppies.
I want some respect. I want an apology from the Polish people.
I'm gonna write a
They're
scathing
trying.
article.
If a baby cries at you, do you stand there and demand respect from it?
yes.
He might.
All right, that's fair. I didn't realize. I forgot who I was talking
Does
to.
that
for a
baby know who I am?
Remember when he said he didn't leave his house for the first half of his life?
I'm pretty fucking cool.
Ma'am, does your baby know who the fuck I am?
I have a podcast that like tens of people listen to.
Will you pacify this fucker?
You quiet that baby down. I'm gonna have to meet him halfway.
I've kicked the crib twice. I'm gonna kick what's in it next.
He's like, you better teach that baby to catch some respect.
Yeah, they
Or
call
he's gonna
me
catch these
Sid.
hands. Just breaks on a magnifying glass that's holding it between the light. What is he doing?
I'm teaching it a lesson.
I'm gonna scar this little fucker for life. God damn, man, we're at Kroger. Calm down.
You can get these hands anywhere.
7 days a week.
It's like, what's up with you, Ma? You want some too?
Speaking of fucking kids, okay?
Yeah.
Nope.
Let's wind
not,
that
not,
back.
Not in that
Don't
sec-
do
Not
that.
in that order.
Don't speak of that.
Fucking
Speaking of
comma,
kids fucking.
fucking comma, kids.
Just say kids. You don't have to have that before.
No, I like slurs. So speaking of
Shit ass kids.
shit ass kids,
There
let's
you
go
go.
with that. All right, pervert. So speaking of these
You're the one
kids,
wanting to fuck kids.
they're bringing
You're the
Toys
one
R
that-
Us back.
Wait,
What?
Yeah.
Toys R Us
It's
is
gonna be
making a return.
in Macy's.
Also,
Macy's bought out the.
why?
I
because
like
there's-
Toys R Us.
Hold on. I'm with you because I like toy stores, but why not the cool one? Why not Johnny's Toys?
Because no
Because
one
there was
knows what
two
that
of them.
is. What are you talking about, Johnny's Toys?
You don't know about Johnny's
Green Hills?
Toys?
No, I don't know about Johnny's Toys.
You don't know about
no,
Johnny's Toys?
No.
I know who Jeffrey the Giraffe is. I don't know Johnny.
Now, it could be from the facial hair. How old are you guys? I thought you guys were my same age group. How much older are you?
I'm
or
29.
Younger?
29.
You're 29.
You're a couple months older than me.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm 32.
You son of a bitch. And neither of you know about Johnny's Toys.
No, unless you grew up in like Finneytown, Green Hills, or like Price Hill,
Oh,
Coleraine.
I didn't know that Johnny's Toys was local.
Yeah. There's
I
like
thought this
that's
was
what I'm saying.
huge.
There's only 2 of them.
You don't go outside your bubble.
I like how the guy that was stuck in a bubble is being incredulous about us not experiencing something.
Oh, you guys
Get
must
educated!
you guys must be teenagers because you don't know about this one specific.
Or old as shit, I don't know.
have you talked to Mom? She's so cool. Like,
Dude, Johnny's Toys rule because, like, I obviously...
On your birthday, they sent you a key in the mail.
Yes, they
I have
That
heard
is
about this
cool.
place.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, they send you a key. You go to Johnny's Toys, and they've got the castle. It's locked up. Locked up. Can't get in. Exclusive pass.
Dude.
Fucking
You
birthday.
and
You
the
get
other
the pass.
74 kids that are there on their birthday.
And then, doesn't matter. I don't see those kids in my time.
Yeah, you got birthday blinders on,
That's
boy.
right. And you get the key to the castle. You step in that bitch. It's just one cylindrical room with like 5 shelves. And you get-
Cylindrical or cylindrical?
Cylindrical. I don't know words. I'm stupid. I was locked in a
Cylindrical.
room. Remember?
Is
And so-
cylindrical a word?
No,
It
it's
might be.
absolutely not.
It might
he
be.
just made it up.
Let it go.
This is Catholic school.
It might be. Let it go. and so you go in there and you get to pick out one toy for free.
Oh, okay.
Right?
that's cool. I
They
do like
weren't
how you were
great.
trying to win Loren over as the closest person to you. You're like, no, it is a word.
Well, he said he heard of it. He said he heard of it, so I had to go for someone who was at least tied to it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I thought it was Schmiegel's brother.
Cylindrical.
You know, just spewing out more Lord of the Rings shit. I'm also glad that there's a free toy inside of the room because I thought you were leading that up to like thinning the herd of children. You go into the room, you never come out.
Some of you come.
You open it up. Johnny is in there with gloves and like.
He tells you to fish the dollar out of his pocket, but there's never a dollar. There's just a hole in his pocket.
The weird smell of chloroform.
That's the toy. You can only pick one.
Yeah, the toy is the saddest finger trap.
Just keep reaching. It's in there. I
Digit
swear.
play. He's into it.
No, deeper. I got older this year.
The sounding equipment just is not working the same. Get in there deep. 3 knuckles.
Oh my god.
It's a big toy, mister. Oh, it's a big toy.
I
That's right, it is, you little bitch.
Why do I remember none of my birthdays?
That's called head trauma and chloroform.
I've got this box of keys that makes me cry, and I don't know why.
He's like, my parents, when I moved out, they told me that they found keys hidden behind all the drywall in my room.
Holy shit. I was never allowed to go to Toys R Us.
Really?
What?
Yeah, it was like considered evil for some reason.
His parents were scared of
I-
giraffes.
No,
I
whenever
guess. I don't know.
They're
I
African.
I loved it, but I hated it at the same time because it was always a stress-inducing like situation.
Like, how do you mean? Because it was busy, or?
Because poor.
Oh, okay. So you're just going in there with no hope.
So like, unless the parents are going in there for a specific like holiday occasion, right? A
Yeah.
birthday, Christmas, they don't know. Like you're not there. Like they're obligated to get these gifts on these days. But if it's like, God damn it, you've been good, or someone talked them into it, or like it's a chore now, and you're being drug around. It's like, what do you want? How much is it? I don't know. It's like, bro, I'm like,
So you just
10.
Your toy buying experience is just a memory of adults being disappointed with you the whole
Yeah,
time.
it's all biting into daddy's heroin money. So, so you talk him into being cool about the extra $10 for.
It's an experience of like, man, this looks cool. It's like, do you want it? It's like, no, I don't know. I guess no, I don't.
It's just his dad scratching his arm like, this is because of Bionicles.
Yeah, his dad's like, fucking kid, how'd you get the small?
You
how'd you
are
get the bigger gun?
not fucking wrong, dude.
I like how you're not hitting the camera.
It's just been a couple of minutes, Cody.
No, his dad's in there just like, Had to get the fucking big Gundam, didn't he? Fucking didn't. Didn't even want the fucker. I told his mom it was fucking came with red. No, fucking get rid of this fucking thing.
Oh,
Had
dude,
to be the one with the belt.
he'd be real upset if I was into Gundams that early.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he'd be real upset.
He's not thrilled about it now. Let me say that too.
Toys are. Oh God, I'm just
Get
being-
into it.
I never got a toy that wasn't purchased at a place that we also didn't get groceries.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
just
that sounds like it came
I
right
know
off
what you
the
mean.
chest.
I
That
know what you
was-
mean.
my mom grew up like single mom in a trailer park, but then she married my stepdad who worked for the government, and she never broke the trailer park mentality. I have long memories of my childhood of just like 4.5 hours at Walmart while she's buying our entire lives for a month. And I'm sweating to death in a car. Not because she left me there. I just gave up, and I was like, I know it's unlocked. We don't lock any fucking doors.
Yeah, I know what you meant. If we were pulling in
What better
to
to trailer?
Right? We don't have anything worth taking in here.
if I was going with them to go grocery shopping as a kid, and we pull in a Sam's Club,
Oh,
good night.
dude, bets
You're
are
there.
off.
You're there all day.
Yeah.
But they had samples at Sam's. It was all right.
Yeah.
You could put on, because we would usually go on Sundays, and I would take my nice shirt off and make the rounds twice because they'd forget me.
See, for a long time, I thought like my parents just sucked at like taking kids to stores.
Yeah.
It wasn't until way later in life that I realized I just don't like going to stores at all for any reason.
Yeah.
Like I don't like being around that many people or that many things or.
The brick and mortar experience is fucking terrible. There's
Like,
too many interactions with folks.
It's always been a money thing for me. Always.
See, to me, it was I didn't like going trick or treating on Halloween. I hated it. I fucking like every year I'd be like, ugh. Until a certain point I'd be like, I don't feel good.
Oh, man. I like free stuff too much to not
See,
like trick or treating.
I was the person I'm like, oh, I'll make a couple worm beds out back, pull a bunch of night crawlers out of the ground, sell them to the guy at the bait store, and then I'll just go buy candy.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Like,
'Cause I
this
can
is
do that.
fewer steps.
Yeah.
Can you-
between me and candy, and I get the candy I want, not the fucking.
Right, whatever someone else bought and threw in a bag.
Did you
Somebody
also
took-
catch how he tried to make something crazy seem normal? Like, I'll just go outside, dig a hole in the ground, and just play with worms.
No. He started a small business. That's not insane. That's enterprising.
So great.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Just because
Like,
you grow up in Price Hill where there aren't even worms.
No, it's a cement jungle. My backyard was cement.
But no, like to me, it was just easier. Like I'll do chores or what. Like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
parents were broke, but if you were willing to do work, they'd always.
Yeah.
So to me, that was just an easier way of getting this done.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to stare at some bitch who like I walked all the way up your fucking half or quarter mile fucking driveway because I'm in Alabama
Yeah.
Dude.
at the time. Like I didn't have to walk, and you gave me candy corn, you fucking cunt. Like I'm gonna break your fucking
Jesus.
knees.
No, you can't be handing out candy corn if you have a long driveway.
Yeah, like
Buy
I-
full-size bars, you freaking
I
asshole.
was like, me and my two brothers are here. I'm gonna fuck your knees up. We're gonna take a TV. How about that? That's how I felt about like trick or treating. Was like, this is this thing that I have to do every year.
Dude, mine got ruined too. Because my parents, they all grew up. My mom and her brothers all grew up around the same age, so they all did like shenanigans together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
And-
family shenanigans.
Yeah, and like we would go out, do an hour and a half, and I'm like, I'm ready to call it in. I want to go inside. I want to go home. There's video
Dad's
games.
not enough in the wagon.
You
Again.
know what I mean? but then like the uncles who are walking with like my cousins and me and my mom are like, we'd be out for like 5 hours getting candy. You guys are ready to call it in already? Let's keep going. It's like you're ruining Halloween. For
Any
me.
reason
like
to
I
spend
don't
more
give
time
a fuck.
around small children? You know, those uncles.
It's fucking awful. Fucking
I
terrible.
was that kid who just filled up a pillowcase until it was literally too heavy to drag from house to house. That was my Halloween. Wasn't bad.
See,
Bunch of entitled shits. I begged to go trick-or-treating for years, and finally my mom dressed me up like a Ninja Turtle and took me to
a good
4
costume.
houses.
see,
4
no,
houses.
you can't call me entitled. That's fucking amazing. I want that. 1, Ninja Turtles, my favorite shit ever. 2, 4 houses, and we're fucking calling it cool. All right, I can manage that.
Sign me up every year.
Like I remember the year that my mom made a fucking mummy costume for me out of like tearing up old sheets and whatever.
yeah.
And as she's sitting there wrapping me, and I was like, I can't fucking do this. I was probably like 9 or 10, and I just looked at her. I was like, I don't feel good. I don't want to go. And she was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just stay here with you, and your dad can take your brothers, and blah, blah. And I'm like,
wait, that was an option?
I don't have to go. And I don't think I went after that ever until I was like drunk at 13, running around like, give me fucking candy. And I'm like, what's your costume? My costume is I'm going to punch you in the fucking mouth. You're going to give me some fucking candy. Like,
I'm a worm farmer. Give me candy.
what costume? What are you supposed to be? A degenerate that's going to fuck you up if you don't give me candy. Like, come on.
Jesus, dude.
I was an aggressive teenager.
I dreamed about being you as a kid, dude. Living under the suppressive rock of just like, no, you're gonna raise yourself in youth group, and God's got a plan for you, and like I hung out with the kids.
I was with you in that faith shit.
Yeah,
they tried that. My mom was all about like that. We went to the Southern Baptist.
Yep.
And I got thrown out one time I got stalled out so hard when I was like 9, and I found out that it was real. Like people thought it was real.
So you went into it thinking like, this is bullshit.
Well,
right?
I thought it was like a book club where everybody made cool food on Wednesday.
You're a fucking maniac.
Oh my god!
You're a fucking
Oh,
maniac.
shit.
I remember they made us go to
Lloyd's my
vacation.
hero.
They made us go to like vacation Bible school.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
dude.
that.
And I'm like
VBS.
9, and this lady's talking about Noah's Ark as if it happened. I looked at my brother Waylon like, she thinks this is real? And he was like, yeah, all of them fucking do. And I was like, but she's an adult.
Holy God.
And he looked at
dude.
me like, yeah, man, that's why I fucking hate this place. And then every question I asked from then on out was like, hey, we don't need you to come back.
Oh, dude.
That's amazing.
I've helped run vacation Bible schools, and I have met you on the other side of the adult fence. And when there's a 9-year-old who's too goddamn self-aware and starts asking questions like, well, how do you explain your worldview to people who don't agree? And it's like, no, you get double juice and go home. I don't have answers
I'll
for
tell you what, find those kids now, call them up, and tell them they're autistic. Because I didn't know until I was well into my fucking 30s that all of the fucking quirks and weird shit, like I was in my teens before I thought like being embarrassed was a real thing.
Wait, for real?
I never felt like social, like
This is things sociopaths and serial killers feel and deal with.
like I didn't think it was real. I just thought it was like a thing that everyone agreed to lie about, like, you know, the Easter Bunny and Jesus.
Like someone
and,
was being polite, so
Yeah.
they'll act embarrassed.
It's a
no,
social
like
construct.
that's just like, oh, I'm up in front of people, so I'm supposed to be embarrassed, and everybody's like, oh, okay,
That's the charismatic thing to do,
Okay.
blah, blah. Yeah, this is how, it's a social
It
contract.
seemed like that same, like, I'm humble when I'm like, no, you're not. I can look at your face and you're full of shit right now. So I just thought that was not a real thing.
But you also have eyes that are able to see through things that other people can't because you're calculating things completely
I also
different.
thought people were way better liars.
Ah!
At a certain point, I started separating those things. Like, oh no, that's an actual thing that, like, I see, like, this person's sweating. They're doing shit you can't make yourself do.
Yeah.
But early on, like, to me, that wasn't real.
Yeah.
Like being like socially embarrassed, like that wasn't real to me. It didn't mean anything. So when people did it, I'm like, all right, yeah, you're fucking nervous about talking in front of people. I didn't get it. It never made sense to me. I've never felt it that way.
You have the same relationship with that social construct that a lot of people have with like liturgical church and all the up and down and like all of the hymns that you're supposed to memorize and all that shit. It's just like the separation between faith and all those chores. Like that's the same separation between the way that you were viewing people and the way they were actually acting. That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, live it sometime. Try it.
Well,
Like
when I
everyone
say
around-
it's fucking cool, what I mean is I like weird things, and I've never heard about this type of a
It's
perspective
cool to hear it
before.
from this side. Like, but I was
Right,
I
my
was
end of the
literally
table.
in my 30s before I was diagnosed. So I was like,
Yeah.
so I just have all
Bro.
these fucking weird. Like, there's a bunch of shit where I thought, like, oh, you're just an asshole.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You get mad if there's in this situation, and you fucking get shitty with people when this and this. I didn't realize, like, oh, I'm just overstimulated because there's too many lights and sounds. And
Yeah.
I was a bouncer for years.
That doesn't seem like a good fit.
It wasn't. But I was a bouncer at Metropolis, which you might just be on the bottom edge of. It was
I'm
up
not
at
familiar.
Forest Fair Mall,
Oh.
and it was 3 giant bars all together.
Okay, yeah.
One was an 18 and up techno club.
Yep.
Then there was a country bar, and then there was a top 40 bar.
Yep.
I only worked in the techno room, which is the worst place I could have been. It's all just blinking lights and repetitive noises. I would be so like wired up when I just thought that was from being a bouncer. And I think it's done some kind of like permanent damage to me from being there for so long. So anytime I'm somewhere now, like if let's just say I'm at a Chameleon open mic.
Yeah.
Or better yet, I was at a stand-up show at fucking Go Bananas. And some dude in the back was getting fucking ridiculous. He threw something at another table. But I yoked him up and drug him out the fucking door. And I'm dragging him past Marty and Mikey. And they're looking at me like, what are you doing? And I was like, he threw shit. And they're like, you don't work here. Like, oh, yeah, that's right. I don't. But, like, anytime I'm anywhere. Like, I broke up a fight at Chameleon one of the first times I ever went there. And this is when Nick and Emily were still together. And they both came into the bar like, did he do something to you? And I'm like, no. He hit that other guy in there who was sitting down. And they're like, okay, but why did you drag him out in the street and spike him on his fucking skull? I was like, that's a good question.
I reacted to some energy with some energy of my own. That's what happened.
But like, there's a bunch of situations where like, I've been in like 5 fistfights at UDFs at like 5:30 in the morning.
Is most of that you breaking up fights?
Yeah, like there's one where
Let's cover that on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Are we at that point already?
We're
Hell
at
yeah!
the point. It's
Hell
been an
yeah!
hour, y'all. If you guys want to get more of Lloyd beating up people outside of UDFs late at night,
Listen to that all day.
then pay just $5 to join our Patreon for hundreds of hours of exclusive content. We put out a bonus episode on top of the free one a day early on Saturdays for everyone who joins the Patreon. It's a really good time. We got side shows. We got the Bastard LLC where we watch movies and review them. We're probably going to do one here soon with T-Bone back in town. That was it was a good time last time he was here. We've also got these two boys here to plug their podcast. Be sure to check that shit out. Where can they find it, boys? What's it called?
How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb on all the podcast platforms and at patreon.com.
Good thing that has a good acronym you can shorten it down to.
/HILTSWALTB.
We're in the process of trying to put everything under an umbrella called Alt-B Studios.
Okay.
And eventually it'll be more homogenized.
You took
I
my
swear.
shitty name and then you made it something cool. So.
Alt-B Studios and Love the Bomb Studios. It's like a whole thing. I had an epiphany.
Was it from saying the name too many times and going, God, I'm tired?
Yeah, for 2 years. Yeah.
I
it was a slow burning epiphany.
Fuck yeah. Everybody be
emphasis on slow.
Be sure to check out that podcast and join their Patreon. I know I'm about to. And be sure to check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by The Decorated Body. They have their place down in OTR. The Decorated Body is ran by a bunch of super talented tattoo artists, specifically paid for and sponsored by Bobby Bronson. Super excellent, wonderful man. Really cute, really handsome, really talented with the tattoo gun in his hand.
My sexy little fuzzy bowling ball.
He's amazing.
I like that.
Just filled up his books again, so be sure to follow him at BG Bronson on Instagram because that's where he posts. That's where you can reach him. He's on Facebook, but that's where you can contact him is on Instagram at BG Bronson. He does tattoo, anime tattoo scenes, specifically.
Mostly black and white stuff.
Mostly black and white stuff.
Amazing.
10 out of 10 straight out of a manga book. Can't recommend him enough. I can't wait to get a piece from him. But that's BG Bronson on Instagram at The Decorated Body on Instagram as well.
We're also brought to you by
Bangin' Snacks.
BanginSnacks.net. They bring you awesome snacks from all over the world. Like right now I'm holding grilled squid flavored
His
gravy
favorite.
chips. These are my favorite. I've ordered these multiple times on my own.
Multiple.
Everyone else has stuff too.
Pure spicy flavor is mine.
Ooh.
And
I don't see any English words on this bag.
That
That's
one's
okay.
it's super Chinese.
Super Lays.
Super Lays, super
It
Chinese.
looks like you got some luchadors on there.
It looks
Yeah. Masked Lays.
But I'll honestly say this: almost everything we've gotten from them has
10
been
out of 10.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
10 out of 10.
There's a handful of things that
Not for us.
aren't my thing, but as soon as I hand them to somebody where I'm like, you might like this, everyone is on board.
Gobbling them up.
And just for my own like personal curiosity, I tried to price some of these things against places you can get them and it's so much cheaper. Like
No
legit.
shit.
I'm not just saying that because they're a sponsor. It's way cheaper. It's a very, very generous price point, especially when you consider that they do mystery boxes where they send you so much stuff.
That's dope.
Like a buddy of mine just bought one when we were camping in New York, and we took a awesome photo of that. And the amount of stuff that was in that mystery box was absurd.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, we had probably 15 people standing around holding shit for the picture.
No shit.
It was a catastrophically large box.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and almost everything in there was fucking amazing. My daughter's like, I'm gonna order this and this and this, and I'm like, use the promo code Bastard or Bastards, and you can save 15% off your order.
Hell yeah.
Got people at work. I'll take some of this stuff in every once in a while that's left over from when we taste them on the show, and guys at work have ordered shit. Like,
No shit.
yeah, my buddy has come back in with the grilled squid, and then there's baked chicken wing. He apparently loves that one, and then beef Cheetos, which are amazing. So there's so much stuff on there that's so good, and it's so reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And if you type in the code Bastard or Bastards at checkout, you save 15% off the already ridiculously low prices. So go check out banginsnacks.net. Once again, banginsnacks.net. They'll hook you up.
Hell yeah. Get them discounts.
And check out Fuck You, We Like the Bengals.
Yeah, me and my little tizzy buddy.
Mr. Big Hands.
Yeah, biggest hands in the business. Mr. Alex Schubert. We do a podcast. Every week we roast whatever team the Bengals are going to be playing, and in the off season, like right now, we just do fun, like kind of little in between episodes that are, comedy, life in general, whatever. It's great if you're a sports fan. Even if you're not, it's funny because it's just us roasting people that could murder us with their hands.
Hell yeah.
So it's a lot of fun, and that's Fuck You, We Like the Bengals. It's a podcast. It's been passed down from back in the day when it was Sam Evans and Alex Stone, Schubert and Billy. A whole bunch of people that have been on have started it and run it. So now it's me and Schubert, and instead of starting our own podcast of Autistic Corner, we just took over theirs. And
Hell yeah.
but it's a good time.
If you want to support the show, support our sponsors and let them know that we sent them. And it would really appreciate if you guys could share the episode any and everywhere. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, share on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. If you do order something from Bang & Snacks, send us pictures. We'll send it to those guys and let them put it up on the Instagram, all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, check
we
out
might talk about how cute or ugly you are in the picture.
Probably will. I mean,
I will.
and we know that if you're listening to this show, you're obviously adorable.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with that. And
all right. See us on the Patreon, bastards.
all right.
Nice.
God damn it. You know what I did not consider with glasses?
Oh, the headphones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
man. Your ears are about to be rough, buddy.
So I just stopped wearing glasses.